It is officially soup season, so I'm excited to teach you today. And what I'm going to be doing is making soup the way that I like to make it, which is without a recipe. Sometimes I use a recipe, but rarely. And I want you just to feel really comfortable just making soup, just kind of winging it. If you need a recipe, I can get that to you. But we're going to just start right now with this is called a Dutch oven. It comes with a top like this. You can see I have a whole family of them. If you don't have a Dutch oven and you love to make soup, it would be a good idea to get one. These will last a lifetime. These are Le Creuset, but you don't, and the most expensive ones. You don't have to get the most expensive ones, but just a cast iron pan would be good. So what we're going to do, this is an Italian style soup that has a sweet Italian sausage. It has cannellini beans, and it has chicken stock and some fresh herbs. So what I like to do first is to cook the sweet Italian sausage. And hey, Coco, could you come over here and just stir this for me?
Of course.
All right, I have my friend Coco here, movie star.
Movie star.
And so what we're gonna do is just cook that Italian sausage, and then I'm gonna put it, I did this earlier just for video purposes, and then I just put it on paper toweling to just get rid of some of the oil. So that's what Coco's doing. And then we're going to come over here, and I am going to, there's many ways that I cut onions, but this is actually one of my favorite ones. This is a GSD, the only one that I really recommend. It's called a mandolin. And so what I do is it slices it really thin, you can see. It just makes this work really easy because then I can just chop. Chop. Alternately, if onions make you cry, you know I love this little Cuisinart, and I would like you to have one. I just got one from my other friend Jessica, and I told her, I said, who doesn't love cooking, and he said, you're gonna love using this. It's gonna be making your time in the kitchen very fast. So I'm gonna do that too. So we're gonna use this little Cuisinart, which is one of my little best friends. And this is gonna grind onions. So if they make you cry, this won't make you cry. So what we're going to do now is put that into our soup. Oh, also, actually, I'll put the garlic in here too. So just chop the garlic. All right, so now what we're going to do is put that sausage, we're going to just say that it's ready and put it, yes, it is ready. Okay, good job. So this is just to get the oil out of here. And we need a little oil for cooking, so I'm going to leave that in. And Coco, will you bring the onions over? Put on that green Joseph Ford. All right, just throw them in there.
In here?
All right, here, I'll do it.
Perfect.
Yes. All right. So you'll notice that the garlic isn't in there because the garlic is in the Cuisinart. Let's bring the Cuisinart over onions. We'll have a lot of onions in here, but they taste so good, and they make this soup taste good. So let's bring that over. Good job. And yeah, it's a safety feature. This really is tight.
Oh, okay, perfect.
All right, so then put those in. We're just going to saute that. And then while she's sauteing those onions, I'm going to use canned cannellini beans, and I always drain them first because there's just a lot of starch in the can. And so I just drain them quickly and rinse them. And cannellini beans are like an Italian bean. They're kind of a large white navy bean, there's so much flexibility in this recipe. So one thing you can do, you can use any kind of bean. This is my favorite one to use, but you can use any kind of bean. So I'm going to stick that in there too. Look. And we're going to put the herbs in there, which I hope you planted some herbs from my other little video. If you didn't, you can buy them. But I moved here from San Francisco. This grew all over the city. And this is thyme. These are two of my favorites. I'm going to just stick them in there. And then just a little bit of hot peppers. Gives it a little punch. Don't need much. And then this chicken stock. So, can you put this in, Coco?
Yeah, of course. All of it?
Yep, all of it. And so one of the things I wanted to teach you, which is really important with things like soup, I have noticed this with people. Sometimes if they make a soup, they go, it doesn't quite taste right, and they just keep adding dried herbs. Please don't do that, because what you end up doing is just having a muddled soup. What I think it needs is either a little bit of salt, so just add a little bit of salt, taste it, and go, oh, it tastes so much better, it really picked up. Or you can put a little bit of either vinegar, like a tablespoon of vinegar, or wine. And it really perks it up. So we'll do that in a minute. I don't want to wait for that to cook. So this is up on high. You want it on high. And that's our soup. We're gonna just put the top on it and let it cook all day and develop the flavors, and then at dinner time it's gonna be ready. So, in one of my previous videos I did, or in my newsletters, I did croutons. Those are nice to be on top. Also, often I will put kale on top, and then I have like a really vegetable, meat, everything is there, and it's just a complete meal. My husband and I love this kind of soup. The other quick thing I wanted to say about soup is like a kind of love. When you make soup for people, it just is a way of telling them that you love them. Love you guys.